Hello everyone, welcome to another monthly ASMR stream. This time we're gonna do photography, which will be nice. I really quite enjoy doing photography, but I've never had like a very nice camera for it. But luckily, there's a game for it now. Yay! Music's right, but I even turned down the volume of the music. Rude. How about now? It's kind of hard to find like a good midpoint when I also am, doing an ASMR voice. I'm also I've changed the position of my microphone for this stream, so it's much closer to my mouth than it would be during a normal stream. Let me know what you guys think about that, if you think it's too much or maybe even not enough. Do tell. In any case, it's a beautiful Tuesday. I actually have done very little today, aside from play Guild Wars 2 with Bun Dynalope. We made good story progress, but aside from that, I kind of had to like hastily get ready for the stream. We got really caught up in a particular story mission that lasted a lot longer than we thought it would, because there was a bit of a bug where when I died and respawned a little ways back, I could not get back to where Bun was, so then we had to do that whole story mission from the start again. Obviously we rushed through all that, which does not make for a good primer to doing ASMR, I don't think. Just screaming and shouting about telling NPCs to shut up and doors to open and things like that. Still, I'm doing ASMR. Yay! So let's do some eggs first, and then we can get into the game. I've been advised by those who are more versed in ASMR, more experienced, either doing it or watching it, that I should talk even quieter than I already did. Really do more of a kind of a whisper, So let's try to be a little bit quieter still this stream than I was previously, So we're gonna do some eggs. If you have but 1 point, you can already spend it on a little egg that I will be putting on stream. All the eggs together in a nice big pile. Well, not a pile, a tower, a stack, an egg stack as we call them. And the first egg comes to us from Zero Elec. We've got KQ Gray, Kira Cat, Mike Loves Rabbit, Lead Artemis, Lucky MX13, Lucina of Stardust, Fire Golza, Mel's Enough, and Polar Stars. Thank you very much for these starting eggs, and thank you also Polar Stars for the sippy. Cheers! Also, I kind of imagine you might be able to hear more like mouth sounds and stuff because the microphone is much closer now. Do let me know if you guys would prefer not to hear that stuff. Excuse me. Okay, launching the game now. Na, na, na. I hope. There we go. Okay, it's the type of game that mutes when it's out of focus. Whoa. Let me know about the volume and all that. I imagine I might need to turn it down quite a bit. There we go. So, to those not familiar with this game, it is a photorealistic, pun intended, photography simulator. You walk through these gorgeous environments and you take photos. There are some secrets to discover, little collectibles that will unlock little toys to play with. For example, on this map I have a paper plane. Oh. A paper plane that I can launch. I don't really remember. Let's see. Okay, so you can pull out the camera like this. And then you can take photos. There's a part somewhere in the map where there is a sort of bulletin board with some photos of specific locations, asking you to go to those locations yourself and take your own photos. How's the volume, everybody? Can you still hear the game? Just about sounds all good. Just about doesn't sound all good to me. Just about sounds like just about sounds like I should be turning up the volume a little bit. Should I? I do think it's important that the game audio can be heard. It's a part of the experience, after all. I do think this is just like Pokemon Snap. It is very similar to Pokemon Snap. I'd still like to stream the first game at some point. Very, very near and dear to me. Again, I just enjoy photography a lot. When I go out on my own, I tend to take a lot of photos. I don't do it as much when I'm I don't do it as much as if I'm with others. It's really a solitary activity to me. I just don't think about it as much when I'm out with others, you know, or like having fun together. I guess I'd say I devote less of my mind to really taking in my environment, you know? It sounds about right compared to your voice. Okay, we'll leave the volume as it is then. So are you on rails, or are you controlling the movement? I can control the movement. I can go wherever I want, to a certain degree, of course. I'm not limited by paths or anything like that. If I want, I can go walk into this little stream. And you can kind of scale rocks a little bit sometimes. You can jump down from rocks within certain limitations. There's, it's photorealistic, and that also extends to if you were to jump from a really tall height, you would probably get hurt. So that's not the sort of thing that's allowed. I thought I'd be able to go down from these rocks, but I guess not. Oh well. But yeah, last time I played the game I unlocked this winter mode for this map. Let me go to the normal one. There we go. Oh. Oh, does it even keep your location? That is so nice. It just switches the seasons, but it doesn't spawn you at the beginning again. That's a very nice feature. I didn't even know about that. But yeah, so this game is made by one person who loves traveling and nature and photography and such, which are three things that go hand in hand. And some of you, I don't know if this is just me, but some of you might have previously seen these little experiences of walking around a recreation of a real-world locale, such as a particular very large Shinto temple in Japan with a whole trail of torii gates. So that was the same developer and was released as a sort of test, something to test the waters and whet everybody's appetite for the full thing. So that environment is also in here, and I would like to go there later this stream, because I haven't seen it yet, and it looks really nice. It's much more expensive than the original experience was. I know that you can go into like a part of the town in front of the temple, for example, which is very nice. But I do wonder if the soundscape there won't be a bit too busy for an ASMR stream. I don't know. I should also mention that in this game you don't usually move this slowly. I am doing this intentionally. I'm only pushing the control stick a little bit to maintain the quiet and calm atmosphere. Hello, Mega Fox Girl. No shouting now. Yes, thank you. Let's see. There are still some secrets to find in this map that I haven't yet, so maybe we could try to do that. There's some photos yet to be taken, but I think maybe we can only take those in the winter version of the map. It does also make me very curious to have unlocked the winter version of this region. What kind of other versions would there be for the other maps then, you know? There's a map at a sort of desert region, I believe. There's one at a mountain top. Obviously there's the Japan one. Wait. Let's turn back. Because I would like to find that, the billboard where there's the photos you have to take. When I was little, my parents did at one point give me a nice digital camera. I have no idea what happened to it. I don't know where it is, but I imagine that the camera on that thing is probably on par, if not worse, with the phone that's in my, or the camera that's in my phone. Although it did have like a proper zoom. I'd really love to have a nice photo camera, but they're so expensive. My dad's always been really into photography himself. He's got like extremely expensive digital camera. Sorry, I had to do a little cough. He's always been really into photography himself, and so I think I kind of get it from him, you know, seeing him take all these great photos. So I've always really liked it. The funny thing about my father, though, is that he can be a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to photography. So anytime we'd be on vacation, mid-hike, we would camp at a beautiful spot like this, near a lake. You know, my mom would be setting up the little cooker because we're making a bit of cup of soup, you know. Me and my sister would be playing Where the Water's Edge. Beautiful little scene. You know, a great opportunity to take a little candid photo. Oops. And my father would tell us all to, like, okay, stop, hold that, look at the camera, smile, and you know, we would, and he'd be like, okay, one more. Oh, you blinked. Oh, wait, maybe if you looked, can you, okay, wait, maybe do this. Okay, let's take one more. Oh, what if you did this? One more. And it would just be minutes of us just needing to sort of maintain the same poses and keep on smiling. Which usually ended up being a little bit straining, you know, I mean, like the bit of a forced smile and stuff. I don't blame him for it at all, of course. It's very funny. Right, so here are 4 locales. Let's take a photo of these photos. So that's the church. I know. Oh. Mecha Fox Girl, thank you very much for your egg. There we go. So there's a church somewhere across the water. I'd point it out if I could right now, but obviously because of the mist I cannot. That's a boathouse. I know where that one is. I might know where this is. That little bridge okay, yeah, I know how to get there. This is where I can show off another thing I've unlocked, actually. This will help. Go near the water, and then we pull out the boat. Oh, it turns out the boat just spawns you at the boathouse. Well, that's fine. Oops. Look at the photos. Okay. Let's see. Oh, there's the church over there. So we've got the church here. Now, the thing is, the photo, of course, has to be taken of the top of the church. So I wonder how we can get up there. I guess we could maybe just start walking into the woods. Maybe over here. This looks like a good one. Go into the woods. Can't really get a good clear shot though. Okay. Maybe this'll do. Did that count? No. Ah. On top of this rock, maybe. No? I'm not sure how to get much closer than this. Still not? No, we really have to get above it somehow. I'm not sure how to do that. I guess we'll just start walking and see if we can find a path up. Have any of y'all ever done any photography in real life? People that are in the Discord might be familiar with. Anytime that I go for a walk or a cycle or something, I'll come home and post some photos of that. I've been taking some good photos with my phone since I discovered it's quite good with it. Nice, yeah. I like when you post photos of your little adventures, Lucy. It's nice. I used to in my teenage years. Oh, wait, what's that? Another camera. It's an analog camera. Oh, yeah. I also found a digital camera at some point. Very few settings on this one. Does video stuff count? Former film major. I think it I think it counts enough. I think I mean, depending on what you film, you know, like I'm really thinking about just going to a place and whipping out your camera to take a picture of a pretty creek or a little butterfly you saw or something, you know, which I do think is significantly different compared to you know, setting up a set and getting actors and such, or stuff like that. What kind of video stuff did you do? Flaming Sick of Pizza. Very funny to end that sentence like that in during an ASMR stream. I used to in my teenage years. I really liked it, but I'm not much of a phone picture taker. I take phone pictures because it is the one thing I have access to currently. I should think of getting an actual camera again someday. It's nice. I'd like to. Wonder if you can find those old disposable ones, like the really cheap ones. Oh, probably. Well, actually I don't know, because those relied on like having a you know, a photo roll in there, and then you would have to go get that developed, and I can imagine that that doesn't really happen anymore. I mean, we would bring them to like a photo, like a specific store for that sort of stuff, and I'm sure it's still done somewhere, but I imagine it's pretty rare nowadays. But I might be able to, or, you know, anyone might be able to find a, oh, okay, good. We have to go that way with the boat. I imagine one might be able to find a nice second-hand photo camera. Like a nice one. Probably not as nice as my dad's, but, you know, something. Of course, then you're gonna have to buy all sorts of other things, like a nice bag to carry it in, and maybe a tripod. I really don't think I have this anymore, which is a big shame, but I used to have this very nice, I think it was called a gorilla tripod. And what it was a tripod, and you screw your camera onto it, and then the legs are all bendable and posable and stuff. So you could you could hang it on a tree branch or something like that, you know, or even on the handle of your bike or something, you know, steering handle. It'd be nice to get one of those again. Phone pictures pretty good. I encourage you all to take pictures of cool stuff you see out and about, as long as you're comfortable sharing such things. It's very nice that, you know, there's this. Some old people say that taking pictures is bad because, you know, you're not living in the moment. And I feel like it couldn't be further from the truth, because when I mean, I guess this is me who really tries, you know, to take a nice photo, not just a photo and just quickly snap something and then move on, but like I really try to get something nice from a good angle. Doing it like that actually makes me consider my environment way more, you know? Taking photos like that just means that you're taking more time to appreciate and I guess analyze your surroundings, you know? Also, hi First Jet. Birdfurb says, I'd heard from some people that keeping the camera in a soft carry case actually gets dust and particles into the camera because it collects inside and rubs against it. Oh. That's interesting. I could definitely see that being the case. Case. But what would be the alternative? Sorry, I had to cough a little bit again. I take my photos because I want to share cool and cute stuff with the people I chill with. That is also a good reason for it. Alright, let's see. So, first I have to take a photo of the bridge. Let's see if we can get... Let's see, the angle was... Okay, we're gonna have to go back a bit. Or... It is here, isn't it? It definitely looks like it. Yeah, that's gotta be it. I don't know how you're supposed to take a photo at that angle. Is there like a drone that I don't have or something? I'm assuming you keep the case closed when not putting in, such taking out the camera. You can limit the dust that gets in the case. It would certainly be better than not having one, I would think. Oh yeah, definitely would be better than not having one. Oh. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. So does that count? Still not? Does it have to be with this camera? Come on. Okay. There we go. That little bell is how you know it worked. Oh, apparently we've unlocked another extra. Huh? Oh my god. Okay, so now we have God mode, orienteering, endless, image importer, drone boundary. Okay, so it sounds like there is in fact a drone we could unlock. I don't know if I would use that during this stream because I imagine it would make too much noise. I assume God mode is basically just no clip, but that's not what we're here for. The thing that would interest me more would be orienteering, which I imagine is like navigation stuff, you know? Yeah, free cam mode, exactly. Let's see. Oh. Okay, well, that's nice. I'll probably check that stuff off stream. Check that stuff out off stream. Because, of course, that's not really what we're here for right now. I'm not here to test the limitations of this game. I'm just here to take my time with it. Take it calm, take it easy. And I imagine if we keep going this way, we might get to a point from which we can take that photo from the church tower that we need. Is it a church? It's more of a chapel, I think. I think it's more, it should be called a chapel. So we've been going for a little bit, Chet. Any thoughts on the microphone placement and such? Should I try whispering even more? Etc. How are we feeling? Oh, this is a dead end, huh? Yeah. I can take a little photo of the spot though. Oh, this would actually make a very nice phone wallpaper, I think. Let's see, a little bit like this. Feeling relaxed, boss, doing a good job. I'm glad. But am I doing as good a job as I can be? Or should I stop trying to strive for more? Questions. In any case, I still don't know how to take a photo of that. Of the church, the chapel. Tower, cross upon the chapel. Really is quite strange that anytime you get into the boat, it just puts you near the boathouse here. In any case, oh, let's see. Oh, I actually think I know where this one is. Yes. We have to go back close to the start. You can actually walk around this entire lake, which is very nice. Anyway, I kind of forgot to say this earlier, but it's really cool and amazing that this entire game is all built by one person. All these gorgeous I guess all, photorealistic environments. And not just, like seeing the environment like this, it's like, wow, one person made this by themselves. That's very cool. But knowing that it's full of paths and little things to see, it's not just a single vista, you know what I mean? It's an entire explorable locale. Really, really impressive stuff. And it's someone who, as far as I was able to find, does not have a history in game dev. He just wanted to share the joy of photography, and so decided to learn how to do stuff in Unreal Engine. Really impressive. Oh, I think it's over there. I can see the creek. Also, the boat works in a very interesting way. You don't have completely free control of it. Instead, the turning only happens when the oars go in the water, which is a bit of an odd sensation because I'm just holding the control stick right or left, and I have to wait a bit for something to happen. But it is cool that that level of thought has been put into it, you know? Again, it really helps, to use a buzzword, to immerse you in this environment. Go, go. Where aren't we going? No. Maybe I have to be over here. Uh-oh. Why can't I dock here? Okay. That's a little bit inconvenient. Let's try over there. And I guess otherwise we'll have to walk around. Nope, can't do it here either. Oh, wait, maybe? No. Okay. Oh no, I think I might sneeze. Hold on. Yes, I sneezed twice. And esteemed jester, thank you very much for your egg. There we go. I've also been planning a little cycling trip for myself. It's a couple days. I'm not that far into the planning yet. Just kind of looking at the locales. It'd be nice because I can visit some family members along the way. And at one point I intend to spend the night at a campsite near a castle, and then have a little rest day where I visit a castle. I used to go on hiking trips with my family when we do like family vacations. But we haven't really been doing those. I still like go on vacation with my mom every now and then. But we don't really do like family vacations, and we also don't do hiking trips anymore, which is a shame. I miss it, so gotta do it myself. I've never done a cycling trip, but I think it'd be really fun. We used to do, we did 2 trips together with donkeys at one point, which is, like we would have a donkey with us that would help carry our stuff. That was a very fun time, because, and I don't need to tell you guys this, the donkey is an animal, doesn't understand us, so, it was very interesting to have to deal with an animal like that for several days. At one point, we failed to tie it up good, and it ran away, and we, were panicking horribly. It wasn't carrying our stuff at that point. We'd already set it up because we were taking a break, or not set it up. We'd dismounted all our gear so we could take a break, and so the donkey could also take a break. But then it ran away, and we were really panicked about that. And then it turns out that just a little bit further, there was a pasture with donkeys in it, and our donkey just wanted to go say hi to the donkeys, to the other donkeys. Just like saw its kin and was like, hell yeah. And so it was just there waiting for us. It was very funny. I was always really scared to. I was very small, and I was often quite timid as a kid in a lot of ways. Um, so I was always a little bit scared of the donkeys. Oh, another thing. Oh, it's the drone. Hello. Oh, no, no, no. That's noise. Stop. How do I? No thanks. That sort of noise is not what I'm looking for right now. Even though I feel like that might be what I need for some of the photographs in this map. Anyway, I was always a little bit, timid around the donkeys and never wanted to ride on their back. Like, I could because I was very small. But I just, like, I didn't want to. I was so scared. What if I fall? What if the donkey bites my head off? I don't know. And then one time, there was like an itty bitty little creek, and the donkey had to get over it. It was really itty bitty, you know? Like, even at that age, as a kid, I thought the creek was nothing. It wasn't even, it was like a trickle, you know? Just a tiny little trickle of water. Even as a kid, I thought it was nothing, which means that it was definitely nothing because I was very small. And the donkey just like refused to cross it. Stubborn as a mule and all that. And ended up kicking my dad, which he was fine, but oof, ouch, you know? Also, one of the donkeys we had was called Mistral, which means like northern wind or something, and the donkey was called that because it smelled really bad. It had a lot of flatulence. That was not our favorite donkey that we've had. Obviously, they were all very sweet animals, but if we had to pick, we would prefer to have the one that didn't smell real bad. Honestly, I think it's really funny that they would even have that one at the Rent a Donkey farm. Just to give you the option to, well, not an option, they didn't let us choose. There's just a chance that they settle you up with, pun intended, the donkey that smells really bad. Does that make for good ASMR? Talk about a farting donkey. Anyway, we've made it back here, so we're going to go up here. Oh no. Oh, I just realized something terrible about doing ASMR streams on Twitch is the ads. If you're not subscribed, then the ASMR is suddenly interrupted by ads. That's disgusting. And there's nothing I can do about it either. That sucks. Gosh, I'm so sorry. Well, there's an ad incoming, so if there's anything you personally can do to minimize the negative impact that this will have, now's, make sure to do that. And hey, this is gonna go up on YouTube, so you can always watch it there and enjoy the ASMR without ads, assuming you're on Firefox and a ad blocker, of course. Alright, so I believe this is another photo spot. Let's see, how do you... Oops. No, no, no. There we go. There we go. That's another one down. 2 more to go. And... oh, we totally missed this one, actually. But I am afraid that for the photo of the chapel, we are gonna have to use the drone. Which is a shame, given the noise. I apologize for that. I really wonder what I'll get after taking these photos, because I wanna say that taking all of the photos in the regular version of this map, the summer version, that unlocked the winter. So, will it unlock another season? I bet this place looks beautiful during fall. The first time I played this game, I kept hearing some kind of sound out in the woods. And I know it's just kind of, you know, random ambient noises. Hello. Random ambient noises, just some wood sounds. But apologies for the ads. But the frequency and direction of these noises almost made me think like there was something in the woods. And of course there's not. This is not the type of game that would be a secret horror game. But what if it was? You know? Not even super overtly, not that something starts coming after you, but what if you can sometimes, if you're looking at the right moment, what if you can see something peeking out between the trees? Not enough subtle horror out there when it comes to games, you know? The jump scare and the mascot horror, they've really taken over. What if little monsters just chillin'? What if? Has anybody ever made a visual novel about cryptids and stuff just chillin'? Not like a dating sim per se, just chillin'. What if they were just chilling? Alright, got that one. So now we just need the church one. So let's go on a little walk over there. I guess what I'm describing could be, well, no, because Monster Camp, Monster Prom and stuff are about dating. Monster Road Trip isn't, but I also didn't enjoy it as much. scripted mode, very scripted spawn around, and you get a chance, get a challenge to capture them all on film. That would be. Oh, hello. Nice. 2 more to go. So there are these cases you can find around the map, and they make that fun little sound. And the more you have, the more unlockables and stuff you get. They help you unlock new locales to visit, for one. And I am currently missing 2 on this map. But yeah, I feel like a toggle that enables cryptids would be really good. And they don't do anything, they don't scare you. They should be either totally indifferent or display a kind of curiosity, you know? Oh, stretchy and sippy. Cheers. Doing some blender stuff again while ASMR is nice. I'm glad. Glad it's nice. I'm glad I can help. And good luck with Blender. Bigfoot is only ever shown walking around, right? I don't understand. I don't understand why there's all these games and television specials and whatever about hunting Bigfoot and Bigfoot being some sort of monster that will attack you in the night or whatever. 'Cause Bigfoot's only ever shown chillin', you know? He's just walking around. He doesn't seem to mind humans at all. I mean, obviously he's not keen to being on film, I guess, but I mean, if he's not accustomed to humans, it only makes sense that he, like most other animals, would want, you know, would try to stay away from them. He seems more scared and timid than, like, aggressive and territorial, you know? I gotta scoot. Have a good rest of stream, boss. Thank you very much, like, my gloves are vid. Goodbye. I would hunt Bigfoot, but it's already in my belly. Go on. What's y'all's favorite cryptid? I do really, really like the Floodwoods monster. Girl to me, you know? And Wibbles, thank you for your egg. Excuse me, had to do a little burp. Mothman's number 1 in my heart, but Floodwood Monster is a contender. Mothman is also just really, really good. Mothman's probably my second favorite. There's also a Dutch one, but I find it really hard to find information on her. And also, cryptid's not the right word, actually. It's more of a folkloric figure, but it is about a woman who, during the Spanish occupation, heard about like a treasure or something, and went a digging for it. But the treasure was said to be cursed or something, and so she found the treasure before the Spanish did. But upon trying to open it, a devil came out and like cursed her to continue searching for the treasure forever or something. And then the treasure disappeared, and she um, uh, she became essentially immortal, still growing older, um, and but never able to stop searching for the treasure. And so um, it's said that she can sometimes be seen hunched over, all kinds of digging implements strapped to her back and stuff. And I like that image a lot of a very old woman still digging. She loved Minecraft so much. Hi, my bunchines. Thank you for the egg. I like bloop, but if I remember correctly, it got scientifically disproven, which is a shame. What's bloop? Do tell. In the meantime, we're finally going to get this. Now, be wary, everybody. We're going to have the buzzing of the drone here for a little bit. I'll try to make it quick. Okay. Alright, there we go. Remember, check the photo board on completion to see what you've unlocked. Let's go find out. And I'm glad you like the soft version of egg. It's me. I recorded that. Naturally. Although not supernaturally necessarily, because I did not record the original egg. The bloop was this unexplained sound that got picked up by some monitoring equipment in the ocean. It sounded like an animal, but it would have to have been several times bigger than a blue whale to make the sound it did. Oh! That sounds very cool. And I like that it was called the the bloop. I think I personally would have called it the vast glub or something. I should look more into local cryptids too. You should. We're so focused on like the most well-known American ones. There's probably like even within America ones that are less well-known, but especially if you live in a different country, try to find out what kind of stuff you got over there, you know? We've got Nessie, you know, that's probably the most well-known non-American one. And Bigfoot's Yeti cousins. Looking into it now, I've got a siren in the river that goes through my city. That's fun. I'm also reminded of the hide behind. That's also a favorite of mine, because it so clearly isn't a real one and was made up by lumberjacks as an excuse to drink alcohol. If you don't know about the hide behind, it is said to be a very, well, actually, we don't know what it looks like, because anytime you turn around, it hides behind something, like a tree. It's said that it was spotted near lumber yards and such, or, well, not spotted but heard, a sort of chittering sound. There's a Gravity Falls short about it. It's said that it will grab you from behind and such. And such. It'll grab you from behind and such. It's said that it'll grab you from behind and hurt you or something. But if you turn around, then it'll immediately hide behind something and you won't be able to find it. Here's the thing though. Here's the one that makes me go, that's not real. Which is that the thing that deters it is the smell of alcohol. So lumberjacks would drink alcohol in the job to ward off the hide behind, which is so funny to me. The fuck is that? Excuse me? Well, that was a bit annoying. Um, I think one of my neighbors just banged on their balcony railing for some reason. Inconvenient. I'm so sorry. I believe some of that was being picked up by my microphone. Yeah, we gotta kill him. Ooh. A camcorder. Oh my god. Okay, we're all ready for our found footage horror game now. Yeah, we're gonna go find cryptids now. God, this looks like shit. Very funny. Oh, it's a tape recorder even. Ancient. I love the cameras, it just kind of look like shit. It's really good, I love it because it's like... It really proves that this is made for the, you know, the love of the hobby, rather than, like there's, you know, if they wanted to have a camcorder that just was like a modern looking, fancy, really high quality camcorder, they could totally do that, but no, they're like, we're making an old, kinda shoddy looking one, you know? I like that a lot. Because it's just that aesthetic is nice. Alright, so I think we're about done with this area. I mean, there's still those 2 collectibles to find, of course, but... Oh, wait, hold on, I have to do something before I forget. There we go. Had to make sure that my 9 p.m. alarm was set to the more calming piano cover of Rebel Rebel rather than the usual one. The fact that this photorealistic game has the option to capture it with old and low quality equipment is so nice. It's really nice. It's just another nice little way that the game lets you immerse in it and stuff like that, you know? But why don't we go to Japan now? Let's see. Oh, we've unlocked another one. We've unlocked Myrdalsundur in southern Iceland. That also looks nice. I also have Castle Rock Beach in West Australia, which I also haven't been to yet. But I'd like to visit Fushimi Inari Taisha in Kyoto, Japan. I've always wanted to go to Japan. I think nature there is really beautiful. So, as I've said, this location was previously available as a little free-to-play experience on Steam, where you would, you know, walk through here, and you could take little screenshots, but it was nowhere near as sophisticated as this game is, the final project. But I've seen screenshots of a little town area, so I wonder if I would see that if I were to turn around. No, because it turns out we're in the middle of the Torii Gate path. I've been to the Fushimi Shrine IRL, it's fucking baller. Damn, I'm so jealous. Good for you, Stray Cat Rock. Love when you seem unclear, try using the boundary sense feature under preferences. That's nice, but I'm okay. Okay, there's a little dot. That's where we are. Oh, there's a QR code. Scan this QR code on your phones now. When you get high enough up the mountain, the vending machines are suddenly like 1.5 times more expensive for some reason. I think it's just out of respect. Oh, it works. Let's see. It goes to a Twitter link. So I wonder if I'll even be able to see it without an account. I am. It leads to a little post with 4 photos of the real shrine. That's funny. By the creator of the game, I should mention, who goes by Lushfoil online, which makes sense. Let's see. I wonder if I would hit my head here if I was here in real life. Oh, hello. Long exposure practice session. That's interesting. Didn't have that in the last map. I'll be okay though. Maybe another time. For now, I just really want to see that town. The town inside me, and everybody's voice. For me, I'm not there. Just watching from afar. Oh, I think we're just about there. I think I can see it. Oh yeah, there it is. I could go home, but I'm afraid. Na 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 na. Oh. Nice. That one in the top right is gonna be, or top left is gonna be really hard to find, I think. That's what most of it looks like. You only have that lantern there to help guide you. But these two should be easy to do. And I imagine that mailbox shouldn't be too difficult either. I've always really enjoyed that logo, that little icon for a mailbox. I wonder why it looks like that, but I've always thought it looks very nice. Okay, this is still not really the town area that I think I saw. This is still clearly sort of like touristy buildings and stuff, I feel. Well, maybe not all. Oh, wait, wasn't this one of the photos? Nope. Hmm. I wonder. Maybe it's over this way? This keeps going for so much longer than I thought it would. It's definitely this tower. Unless they've got two of them. Oh, maybe it's this street. Oh, this is actually, I feel like this is what I saw in that screenshot, yeah. So much nice attention to detail. It's really incredible. What? And there's like a, and there's these posters, like, are you, what? This is so cool. Oh my god. There were animals. I really didn't think we'd see any animals in this game. Oh my god. Well, we gotta photographize? We gotta photograph some animals. Gotta keep my eyes peeled for any cats in the future. Now where does that path go, I wonder? Let's find out after taking this photograph. There we go. So the other map at the lake looped in on itself. I wonder if this map will do a similar thing. And if so, I wonder if the real shrine does that as well. Oh. Okay. I think it just teleported us up the hill. What a shame, I wouldn't have minded to walk all of that way. I would have felt... it would have felt real. Hello. Oh, you're a collectible. Interesting. Ah, I see. So in the previous map it was those cases, and then here it's little kitsune statues. I wonder then... I would assume then that whatever we were collecting in the previous map was something based on the culture of that country as well. That country being Italy. Why? Oh. Okay. Oh, no. Doesn't want to focus good. How do I do macro? I don't remember. Well, I don't remember. I wonder why some of these have this sky backdrop around them though. Interesting. Oh. Oh, it's time. It's time for gel. It's 9 p.m. everybody. So we're gonna take a 20 or so minute break while I do my ester gel. If you guys have any, I'll put on some calming music for you all. Or maybe not even music. I think I'll just do a soundscape. If you guys have any medicine you have to do, please remember to do so. And remember to stay hydrated, stretch your leggies, get some snackies, and I'll see you all back soon. Bye bye. Hello everybody. Back from the break. Put on a little bit of different music to emphasize that I'm back. Let me do a little bump on the socials. There we go. I hope you all had a nice break. Lasted a little longer than intended. Apologies for that. I won't lie. I got caught up reading Yuri, so that's why it's a little bit later. If you're just joining us, we've been walking. We walked through Italy first. Some beautiful Italian nature around a big lake. And now we're walking through Japan, the Fushimi Shrine in Kyoto. Got some eggs, Fake the Funk, and Rainmaker. Thank you both. Rainmaker is starting the second egg stack. Very nice. Important things to be caught up in. It's okay, boys. Very, very important. I can think of a few things more important than girls loving girls. Alright, let's get back to the game. Let's see. I guess, okay, we came from over there, so let's go this way. Let's take a little look at our... Oh! Hold on, we have to go back. We actually passed one of the photo spots. If you're just joining us, I'll also explain the game. It is called Lushfoil Photography Sim. It is a little game made by a photographer named Matt something. I forgot his last name, but he really likes nature photography, and in order to share that, he decided to learn how to use Unreal Engine 5 and has built this game inside of it. It's a very special little thing, I think. Let's see. I got no idea how to find this specific spot. Is it this? And there's all kinds of locations to find, or to unlock rather, and oh. Oh, the path splits here, that's interesting. And little toys and different types of cameras to unlock. Very, very fun. Met new, according to the same page. Thank you, KQ. That's the one. It's just a really beautiful, photorealistic looking game. Now, of course, I am not often someone to praise photorealism in games. I certainly prefer, a more stylized look usually. But for something like this, it obviously really, really works. Let's see, I think this'll bring us back to the town we were in, if I had to guess. I think this is the way we came originally. Yes, here it is. I'm really very curious where it wants us to take that photograph. Oh, there it is. Got it. Good. There's a mailbox somewhere. That's also gonna be a tough find. Hold on, wait. Are those rocks? Those are rocks. I wondered if they were raccoon dogs. But I'm also wondering... I don't think these have card readers. I would kind of assume that real life vending machines these days have card readers, right? I don't really use them ever. I feel like it's been probably years since the last time I ever used a vending machine. I know they were a lot more widespread and versatile in Japan. Y'all ever use vending machines these days? I've seen a few with contactless card payment. I think the closest thing to a vending machine I've used is the donkey that shits gold in the Efteling. Sorry if you were being really calm and then got shot awake because of that. There's a Dutch fairy tale that involves a donkey. It's not the main component of the fairy tale, but it's part of it. There's a donkey that shit's gold, and in the Efteling there is a big statue of said donkey, and you can put money in the pedestal, and then the donkey will move and make a sound, and then a quote-unquote golden coin comes out. Obviously, it's not actually gold; it's just plastic, but it's got like a little engraving of a fairy tale on it and stuff. So, you know, ooh, see which one you get. And that one has in recent years gotten contactless payment. That's probably the closest thing to a vending machine I've used in recent history. Last time I remember using a vending machine was just at a rest stop somewhere. Yeah, that makes sense. A logical place to do so. Alright, let's also keep our eyes peeled during these tunnels, because there is this one of a tunnel. It's a short tunnel. The torii gates are all very short, close together, and there's a lantern somewhere. A rest stop is absolutely the place that I would most expect a vending machine to be at. The place I most expect it to be. I think about rest stops, and I guess theme parks. But maybe that's just because I go to the Efteling so much, and they have them there. You know? Again, I don't use them at the Efteling, but they are there. I know of their existence. Oh, wait, this goes to that path along the bamboo again. Do you have a flash photography, actually? Oh, you do? That's fun. I wonder if there's, I wonder if there's any maps that you, can visit at night as well. Obviously, if I had to pick, I would probably say this one because it's the most built-in environment, most likely to have light sources, as opposed to, oh, where does this go? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, like the lake, for example. It's got some houses in there, but for the most part it's just gonna be very dark. And given this game's dedication to realism and a lot of stuff, I imagine they wouldn't magically light it up. Oh, I think I see one of the statuettes. Yeah. Hello. Nice. Now this I remember quite well from the original mini experience. This part of the map where you have all these little intersecting paths that really allow you to get lost between all the Torii gates. And I did. Without a map or anything, you know, like what are you gonna do? I wondered then and I wonder now if these sort of paths... Meow meow? I wondered then and I wonder now if these paths are accessible in real life or if that's not allowed or at least frowned upon. Because I mean, well, this leads to a little paved path, which really suggests that it is okay to go on these paths. But I would imagine if the whole thing about your location is that you have all these Torii gates to walk under, that surely it'd be kind of rude to take a different path, right? Then again, maybe not, because, you know, it would clog the place up less. I don't know. Alright, this lake was definitely a location to photograph. There we go. If only there were some little duckies on the water. But so far animals, only cats are the animals that we've seen. At least I think that animal that just ran by was a cat. I'm really surprised to find something like that because, again, as far as I know, Matt Newell, the creator... Hello! Matt Newell, the creator of the game, only just started doing this, like only started game dev stuff for this game, without like prior experience, and so it's already really impressive what we're seeing here, but I was really expecting that we wouldn't see anything living, you know? Since that obviously is significantly harder still, and could really like break the immersion if it doesn't look good. Hello, Kyoto. Hello, probably just a real photograph that Matt has taken of this environment and put it in as the backdrop. Oh, I might sneeze again. Yes, I did. Oh. Oh, nice. We get the paper airplane here. Oh. What a perfect place for it. Goodbye. Oh, okay. That one didn't feel like it. That one also didn't feel like it as much. And go. Yeah. Wait. Oh, okay. One more. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa. One more. Oh, okay. One more. Oh, oh. That one was fun. What if I throw it out? That makes sense. These are really big pieces of paper. If these are like A4, you know? It almost feels like there's... Oh, that one went so far. Nice. Alright, let's see what other photos do we have. 4 more. Okay, this one should be easy to find. This statue in this clearing, as it would seem. The mailbox, I think once we see it will be pretty easy to recognize it as the mailbox, but it's a small object, so hard to find. Probably close to a house though. These other two though. Both of them are just... Oh, this one needs to be cleaned, wow. Kitty. Hi. Can we get a little bit closer? Cute. You can see the little footsies and stuff. That's adorable. Okay, bye-bye, kitty. I'll let you sleep. That's so nice. Nice to get some representation. Oh. Okay. I believe the previous map also had a lock somewhere. And then eventually, I think after taking all these photos, perhaps, I gained a key that allowed me to unlock the lock. And given the fact that approaching this lock makes a spotlight shine on it, makes it pretty clear that there's gonna be something there. I wonder why. No way of knowing. We'll just have to keep making photos. Oh, hello. There we go. That's nice. I often wonder, again, I'm pretty new to like the ASMR thing, and aside from noise generators like the one I used during the break or during the little talking bit, I don't really listen to ASMR myself, which is a little bit, saying that as someone uh, who's doing ASMR right now.
Egg.
Hello. Hold job application. Oh, you're doing job applications, Triple? Good luck and thanks for your egg. Makes me feel a little almost as if I'm imposing on something, like, oh, I don't even listen to ASMR, but, whatever, I'm doing this as voice training. But it makes me wonder, because it's something that, whoa, look at that, whoa, 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 oh, well, that doesn't seem quite right. Gonna make sure to get a little clippy of that and send it to the dev. Where was I? What was I saying? Right. I often wonder about people that listen to ASMR, because some of them do it, like, when going to bed and such, And so, I wonder, the ASMR will just keep going once they're asleep still, and um, I wonder if it influences their dreams, And thank you, Triple, for the clip. It's not like there's an ASMR police or anything. You're good as you are. I think it'd be considered more imposing if you were, look at me, I'm the best ASMR person ever. Don't worry, I know. I'm not actually concerned or anything. I just think it's a little, well, it's more like there's a part of me that thinks like that, and then the rest of me says, "Can you shut the fuck up? We're whispering right now, you know?" But yeah, I wonder what that's like. Like, if they continue to hear it while they're asleep, because in my experience, my dreams can certainly be influenced by whatever is going on when I fall asleep or what's around me or something. So, are they currently dreaming that we're walking through a forest together? Are they dreaming that we're visiting Japan together? I wonder about these things. I just think it's interesting. Ooh. Oh, these are separate. Can we get there? No. That's interesting. Huh.
Egg.
I'm late as fuck, but how goes nature in our photos? You don't have to worry about being late, Maz. It's okay. And I think it's going very well. I'm having a nice time. This game is really, really good. And there are cats. No. Oh, dang it. Oh well. Oh, also thank you for your egg, Maz. Let me have a little sippy. We're currently looking for these 4 locations so we can replicate these photos, because doing so will unlock more content. Honestly, going into the game originally, I didn't know that there would even be the mailbox. But I didn't even know there would be something like that. Any kind of progression system. And at first, oh, we've unlocked France. Oh my god, yay! I've often talked about this, but I have quite a soft spot for the nature in France. So that'll be really nice. Let me just invade someone's privacy. A fictional place, nice unlock. Wouldn't it be... I mean, I feel like if they were to put a fictional place in here, they could have gone a little bit wilder with it, don't you think? They should have just done... What if you could go to like a spaceship? Or like a dwarven mine or something? Like, France is nice and all, but it's just kind of like high fantasy planes, you know? They could have gone a little wilder with it. Less the fields outside Rohan, more, more the mines of Moria. The moon. The moon might be a fun idea, but also I feel like you couldn't get that much out of it. The moon isn't a particularly multifaceted place, per se, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, all the love to her. She keeps it simple and it works for her, but I feel like a little photography hike would run out of stuff to do pretty quick. There's some good earth shots. That's certainly true. But even then, stars and things, I guess. You know? Oh, and you could get a telescope instead of a camera. Like as a substitute, the same way you can get like a digital camera here. photo of rock. Maybe photo of moonlander? Moon rover? Astronaut. Maybe there's more possibility than I considered. Let's see, where are we? We are there? That doesn't seem right. Isn't that where we were last time we looked on one of these? Also, that'd be wild that we've only gone such a short way up the mountain. I wonder if that's just reusing the same images as further down below. Oh. Sorry, I had a little cough. I think this is going back down. I want to go further up. I wonder if the sun ever changes position here. I would kind of assume not. As it would, I mean, there's no like day-night cycle, right? So where would it go? But also, if the sun is always coming from the same position, it allows you to better, dictate create better pretty vistas and such. Oh, how I love crouching for a photo. I do that in real life too. Just always trying to get that, like, lower angle. That's, I think, one of the funniest things about this is, like, it makes total sense. It's not surprising in the slightest, but I find myself taking photos of the same sorts of things and in the same sorts of ways that I do in real life. Like, of course I do, right? But for some reason I just think it's a little bit funny. It's a little bit funny, but then again, no. Oh, is this a path? Oh, wait. Oh, we've come up from this path. Okay. So it feels like we're really... Just like the lake map, probably even more so, this map just keeps looping in on itself. Oh! Huh? How are we up here? What? How does this work? I'm trying to remember when we went down. I can't remember. Or... No, wait, we did, because that's when I took the photo of the mailbox. We were going down at that moment. Alright then. The like photo challenges where you get like the, where we're looking to replicate the photos, definitely I think helps kind of broaden your mind as to what kind of photos you can make, like the close-up of the mailbox and stuff. I really feel like this is one of those games, when a piece of media comes out that just like opens your eyes to how much you might enjoy an interest you never thought about. Obviously this isn't the case for me. As I've said at the beginning of the stream, I've always enjoyed nature photography, but I feel like someone might play this who has never done something like that and gone, maybe I do want to do that in real life, actually, you know? It's like, okay, wait, so here's the, yeah, there's the lock again. So we're gonna have to, I guess this is the top then? I guess that's the big temple at the top. I, I'd expected it to look a bit different, I guess, but hey, that's me. Kitty. It's kind of like Bocce the Rock. After Bocce the Rock came out and became popular, then all those people started buying that exact guitar, and then like a week or two later they all sold them again, so there were just music thrift stores full of that exact guitar, because they were like, I'm gonna be a guitar, this is hard, never mind. And yeah, it is hard being a guitar. Don't have any hands, can't talk normally, don't even can see nothing. Now being a guitarist, that's also hard, but less hard. I suppose I should say that it's easy to be a guitar. I mean, becoming a guitar, I don't know how you go about doing that, but being a guitar is easy. It's just like miserable, you know? And made of wood, so you're so stiff. And made of wood. I mean, depending on the guitar. Just kind of a miserable experience, I think, being a guitar. Sure, I'm glad I'm not a guitar. Okay, let's see. Last time we came to this crossroads, I think we went down, so let's go this way. Might be nice being played though, but probably not worth it. And no, probably not. People can get played too, but it's usually not good. Oh. Oh, maybe this will let us get to those torii gates? Yes, I think so. Now where do they lead? And why are they not connected to the other path? Yes, it's exactly what I was expecting. Nice. There we go. How do you do this again? A little blur in the background. There we go. I was kind of expecting to find one of those little statuettes here as well, but either I'm not seeing it or it's not here. And they're pretty bright white, so I think we'd have seen it. Excuse me, I had to do a little cough. So let's see. 2 more to go. The hardest ones to find, unsurprising. They probably spread them out from the photo spots. Oh, yeah, you know what? That does make sense, actually. Imagine using this as a puppet stage, you know? I'm thinking about like Sesame Street and the old like Wilkinson coffee commercials. That kind of stuff. But it's out of nature. What if the Muppets were really calm? What if the Muppets did ASMR? I think it'd be nice. I mean, I think it'd be, bad, actually. I don't think it would work very well at all. On second thought. I need Gonzo ASMR. Which Muppet would be most likely to do ASMR? It would be Miss Piggy because she would be chasing the trend. She would be really bad at it, but like she would do it, you know? Cookie Monster mukbang. That's really funny. I mean, I could see that having been done before. I could see them actually do that. For like a YouTube video specifically. Okay, so I do kind of okay, so Miss Piggy is the first one to do um to do ASMR, the first Muppet to do ASMR. But there's also a question of who would be the best at it. And I do feel like it might be Gonzo, to be honest. First to come to mind. Or maybe Sweetums, because no, you're so right, Gray. It would be Rolf. Rolf would absolutely be the best at ASMR. He's already like the calmest one. He's got the most soothing voice and stuff. It would absolutely be Rolf. I was gonna say it might be Gonzo because Gonzo might be like one of the looniest and love to fire himself out of cannons and stuff. But Gonzo is also often shown to have like a more softer side, you know? A bit more considerate and stuff. He seems to be better at romance than most of the other Muppets. So I feel like he would more so understand he would be better at the lower energy of ASMR, you know? Swedish Chef ASMR would be bad. I don't think it would be a good time. Where does this go? Oh yes, down to the town. Let's go this way first. I think following this path should put us near the really low tight corridors of Torii Gates, which is good, because I think that's where we'll find one of the photos. I think Animal might end up being really good, but mostly as a bit. I feel like with the right motivation, Animal might be good at it for like a minute, you know? This one's big. I hadn't really registered it yet. How'd they make it so big? Who was that one girl on the bench? She's in, I think her name is Lips? I don't know though. She's got a... She, like most of the Muppets, talks super loud. I don't see her toning it down very easily. Alright, so here are these tunnels. So I feel like one of them... would have the lantern. Now I walked through here once before while trying to pay attention to that, but maybe I just missed it, so... Oh wow, what do you know, I did. There we go. And now there's just one more photo to find. And it seems like it'd be an easy one. It appears to be a lot of gravel or maybe fallen leaves around it. But it's in a clearing. Not many trees around it. I feel like it should be easy, but haven't managed to find it yet. Wait, is it this? Oh, I think it totally is. Yeah, it is. Okay. That wasn't so hard then. Alright, and now we can turn back around, go back to the photo board and get, I presume, a key. And then we'll hike our way up to the top and see what's beyond that gate. I seem to call it in the previous map, when you got the key and you unlocked the way forward, that's how you unlocked the winter season. So I really wonder what that's gonna be in this case. I imagine it might be fall. I feel like this would be a very, very nice map to see in fall. I really hope it won't be suddenly really populated and have a lot of noise, but I can imagine that being the case. Maybe they'll just do winter again, which would be fine as well. I'm sure this place looks very nice during winter, but I sort of hope they, I say they, you know, Matt, our good friend Matt, would mix it up a little bit more. But hey, we'll find out. Got the key. I feel like it'll be something a bit different. Well, KQ, don't you already know? Haven't you played this? What? Don't talk to me or my son ever again. I wonder why those two little ones are there. Are they souvenirs? Do you think you can buy them? I don't think I've done this one. Oh, okay. In that case, fun. A fun new mystery. I'm hoping it's either fall or especially nighttime. I'd love for it to be nighttime. I haven't put as much time as I'd like into this yet, so I'm still just about as blind as you are on most things here. Fun! That's good. Keeping it fresh. You know, I think I should have some sort of... Well, I don't know if I should, but I feel like it'd be good to have a little bit of a toggle, because I already have like an ASMR toggle for my stream. That's what changes like the egg sound and the other redeem sounds and stuff, and turns off notifications, like alerts when stuff happens. At least it should. And I feel like it'd be good to also like have that automatically toggle my microphone volume, because obviously talk a lot quieter, and I feel like it'd be good if I still kept the volume somewhat on par with my regular talking volume on stream, so that the stream doesn't end up being so quiet that people watching have to adjust all their other stuff to compensate. You know what I mean? Something to do after the stream, I suppose. Alright, I think we're just about there, right? Right here when we crest this hill. Nope, not yet. First is the pond. Wait. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Wait, you can go this way. Hello. That'll be number 5, I think. Yeah. Nice. Nice. This game's like therapeutic. I'll of course be posting some of these photos into Discord and online and stuff. I might even add Matt and be like, your game is really nice and I like it. Thank you so much for making it. Also, here's a bug where the tree looked wrong. You're welcome. You know? It's funny, this map both feels much bigger and much smaller than the previous one. It's got that one cicada noise. It's got every cicada noise. Oh no, is it a hiccup? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think I have to stop the ASMR. I have hiccups. Or I could do hiccup ASMR. Sometimes the reflections are a little weird though, I will say. Hi, baby Kippy. Gosh, this one's just so sleepy, huh? So sleepy forever. What if you like the hiccup ASMR, huh? I guess there's nothing for me to do but keep going. Alright, let's open the gate. Jump scare moment, let's go.
Egg.
Oh. Mothman, thank you very much for the egg. Came here at just the right time. Oops. Ah, the evil has been released, but so calmly and quietly. It's all okay, actually. But we are scared. Oh. Hello. Now what's this? Huh. Oh. Oh. It's during rainy weather. Interesting. Oh, that's very good ASMR. Oh. Oh, this environment looks so good in the rain. And the lanterns are on. As a matter of fact, I think it's also fall looking at the color of the leaves. I get the best of both worlds, and I get rain, which I didn't even know was an option, but I'm so happy. I love the rain. Oh yeah, we should go to the pond, you're right. Actually, hold on, let me get a photo of the lanterns. It does kind of look like there's some evil stuff there now. How's the kitty? Oh, that's a very good question. Let's go check. Very important. The kitty has gone inside, which is good. Stay safe, little kitty cat. another lantern. Oh my gosh. Oh, this looks so good. That'll make a nice foam wallpaper. Do you think these are electric? Like, in real life? Assuming they're there in real life, maybe they're not, I don't know. They might just not actually be real at all. Like friends. I was kind of hoping we would hear the waterfall on the pond if we get closer. Oh. Uh-oh. Did you guys hear that? Did that still come through? Oh, I think it did. I'm so sorry, everybody. But, Emil Farah, thank you very much for rating. I'm doing an ASMR stream here. I'm so sorry, everybody. I'll try to, hold on. Are we being quiet? Yeah, we're being quieted, Emil. None of your fault. It's my fault that I hadn't, set up my ASMR mode properly. Here, I'll fix it right now. Turn on some of this. Here, let's get back into the quiet space. Gotta make the rate sound more subtle. I was thinking of just turning it off entirely for these streams, which I can do. I'll do so right now. There, so now the alerts should also be muted again. Apologies for that, sorry everybody, sorry. I usually don't like ASMR, but I do find your voice genuinely soothing and lovely to listen to. Thank you so much. I'm glad. It's a really good opportunity for me to just focus on my voice, because I am still working on my voice. I'm still training to get better at better, and try to attain the voice I am most happy with, you know? And these streams are really good for that. Anyway, Emil, what did you and your viewers get up to? What were you guys doing? To you and your viewers, hi, I am Josephine Conla Queen. I'm a variety streamer and a variety artist who makes a variety of models that I make with my variety of art skills. The one I'm currently using I actually didn't make. Usually I have, what is that? Oh, I think that's just behind the trees. Usually I have low poly models. This one's made by my friend Jackie. I'm currently doing ASMR, if you hadn't noticed. It's something I do once a month. Usually I am significantly louder and faster paced than this, I guess I'd say. Um, but people kept telling me, oh, you would be great at ASMR. You should do ASMR. So I said, well, it does seem like a good time, a good method for practicing my voice. So, sure. And here we are. I enjoy it. I enjoy these slower, I guess maybe more simple streams where I just play a little soothing little game, have a little chat with chat. It's nice. I think we might be calling it quits soon though. It's getting somewhat late, and we got the rainy escape now, which I feel like is pretty good. A little reward here, you know? Oh no, I just realized I said all that stuff to the viewers during an ad. Oh no. Well, hey, Raiders, hi, I'm Josephine. I hope you're all doing good. What did you get up to on your stream? And then I talked a lot about who I am and why I'm doing ASMR, which I do once a month. Sorry, I forgot about the ad. Oh, hello. What is... Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, I'm gonna go to bed. Chat, I'm gonna sleep. Oh, I love walking through the rain with an umbrella so much. It's one of my favorite things. And one of my most used white noise generators when going to bed is of being in a tent during the rain. Like, it's basically just this. Because as I talked about at the beginning of the stream, I used to go camping a lot with my family, and so I would often be in this position where I'm lying in my tent with the rain, and it would just be so soothing to me, this feeling of being so close to nature, yet dry. And then, you know, the sound of this. So I often use it to fall asleep. Oh, this is so nice, and just a visual of it. This is my favorite part in the game now, definitely. This is so lovely. Oh, what's that? Oh, we got the camcorder. Digital. No, wait. This one. Hi, Slade. How you doing? It is so cozy. Man, why can't I have this for every map in the game? You are okay. Yay. This goes into the town. Let's go into the town. Having the sounds of the rain and umbrella too is very soothing. It's so soothing. I love it so much. I know the other towns could have other nice things going on, but why can't they just also have the rain? Wait, the umbrella is still in view. Well, no, we gotta get wet for a second. Oh, hold on. Oh my gosh, so there's a different map that's like at the top of a mountain. Oh, what's that? Hello? Shooting mode practice session. I'm okay. Maybe later. So there's another map that's on top of a mountain, and I wonder if the alternate environment, alternate conditions for that one would be like Aurora Borealis. That would be incredible. I think the lighting's doing some funny thing with our umbrella here. Wow. Nice. I wonder what the one in France would be. They could do anything, because that's not even real. Hoping to get some nice water splashes on the building. So gotta take a couple of photos. Isn't there also a mode for that? Yeah, there is. Hold on. Or not? Maybe not here. Oh well. This is so nice. This game is so nice. Doing ASMR streams is so nice. I'm glad I started doing these. It's kind of similar to how I started doing VTubing, because I've told this story before, but I didn't watch any VTubers. I knew very little about VTubers before I started. And I just wanted to have more engagement with my audience as a streamer. And so my friends were like, "You should become a VTuber. You'd be really good at it." And I just kind of said, "All right." I mean, I don't have any frame of reference really, but sure. And then I did, and now we're here. Isn't that funny? Also, I think that was the photo port back there, so I was wondering if there would be new photos here, same as there were for Italy, but I guess not. It's pretty interesting. We'll just keep walking for a little bit longer, and then we'll call it quits for today. Oh, there's actually like tech to like lower the umbrella if it would clip through the... Oh, well, it's still kind of clippy. It's pretty clippy actually. I'm not sure what the tech is for then. No, I think it is, like, if it would clip through something, it's just the detection of it is a little generous. But what if we were to stand under here? Yeah, we also put it away here, which makes sense, because here we wouldn't get wet, of course. Let's go this way. Or, wait, no. Let's go the other way. Because we haven't been that way as much. Actually, no. Let's take a photograph. Beautiful. A piece of paper. I'd be more concerned with how close to a wall than a ceiling. I could see that as well, yeah. I also feel... it feels like it might be less considering the umbrella's collision and more so the players. Because it went away for all the lanterns, but not all the ceilings of the tunnel. The ceilings? I guess that makes sense, because, you know, did everything's just drop in the rain? No. No, they don't. They do have different colors, it seems, which is neat. I did not even know this. Also, we're littering really badly. Oopsie. Well, that's how you know it's really gonna be time to end ASMR soon. When the ASMR artist starts to get so sleepy about it as well. Let's head back down to town and go to our hotel for the night, so to speak. We got like a bunch of rooms. We basically rented out an entire hotel because there's a bunch of us. And I thought for some reason that this little bunch of bamboo leaves was Shadow the Hedgehog. I don't know why. So CP, too CP for gaming. Too CP for gaming. So EPDP. Alright, let's see which of these buildings could be a hotel. And does it really matter? Ah, this spot. This is where we first saw the kitty cats. I remember it well. Darn. I can't clip over the fence like this. Oh. I have decided this to be our hotel. This is the one. We're here. I want to see a kitty somewhere sheltering from the rain, just chilling. That would be so nice. I would so love that. But okay. Alright. We're gonna call it quits here now. I can be a kitty. That's true. Can I stand over here? Not, oh wait, maybe over here. Oh. There we go. Good. Alright, so, thank you guys so much for coming. I hope you had a nice time. I hope the ASMR was good. I'll be back tomorrow with Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Exclamation point link in chat to get a little link to my little website. Wow, you can figure it out from there. All the stuff is there. This was so nice. This game is super lovely. It's called Lushfoil Photography Sim. Check it out. Super relaxing. Only scratched the surface of all the environments that are here and such. Lucy, how did you do that? Oh, that still works? If it has... that's funny. Interesting. What was I saying? Yeah, no, definitely go check this game out for yourself. Also, let me know if y'all think it'd be good to do some more ASMR streams with this game. Because, again, I'm doing these monthly. I have to have things to do during them. I mean, not necessarily, of course. I could just talk for a couple hours. But, I feel like this was like a very good fit, probably. Let me know, you know? That's funny, Lucy. Nice. Let me know. And now we are going to not raid anyone because as I've said on previous streams, I don't want to raid into someone who doesn't carry the same calming energy as I do here. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all, I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.